Hello my dear friends, so welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. Today in this video, let's try to decode the mystery of Saturn placement in the 7th house and how this placement of Saturn is going to directly impact your marriage and married life. And what are the karmas that are associated with Saturn's aspect on the 9th house of your belief system, traveling, your ascendant, physical self, and your 4th house. Because Saturn is going to aspect 3, 7 and 10 places away from its original placements. So what are the karma that are associated with these placements? Let's try to understand in this video. First of all, you have to have basic understandings regarding what is Saturn in Vedic astrology and what is the 7th house. On one hand, if I talk about regarding Saturn, this is the planet which is going to show lot of restrictions and hard work that is present inside your life. If you are facing some kind of a mental restrictions, mental boundaries, and you will not be able to get out of that situation to move out to some new situation, that is represented by Saturn. The level of patience which is present inside you, because this is a very slow moving planet. Saturn doesn't give anything very easily, okay, take it. Saturn is like a karka of hard work. If you are putting your extra efforts at something, only then Saturn is going to give you results according to your karmas. Because Saturn rules over the two zodiac signs, that is the Capricorn and that is the Aquarius. So where you are putting your karmas, and 11th house where you are reaping out your results as well. Apart from this, all the construction businesses, coal, even the construction, iron, steel, metal industries, all the manufacturing centers, anywhere across the globe, that thing is also seen from Saturn. This is a planet which is going to directly impact you in terms of your growth perspective. What are your hopes, wishes and desires, and whether you are going to fulfill your hopes, wishes and desires is controlled by Saturn. So this is quite a very important planet, because all the wealth perspective of your life, the kind of money that you are going to get, this thing is also seen from this Saturn. So this is quite a very important planet. And on the other hand, if I talk about regarding the 7th house in Vedic astrology, this is the house of your marriage and married life. 7th house shows some kind of a partnerships, because that is directly opposite to your 1st house. That is the 1st house which is you, your own physical personality, and totally opposite is the 7th house. So that is the other people that you are going to meet or interact in your life. So that is seen from the 7th house. Apart from the 7th house, it is the house of the business as well. Any kind of a partnership business that you are going to get, that thing is seen from the 7th house. First of all, whenever Saturn comes and sits in the 7th house, irrespective of the sign placement, this is originally the sign of Libra, where Saturn is exalted. So this Saturn, house-wise, this is exalted Saturn. And exalted Saturn means there is going to be lot of restrictions, lot of hardships, because exalted Saturn, it means the dignity is very strong. Directional pull of Saturn in the 7th house is very high. So it is going to put lot of restrictions into your marriage and married life as well. Apart from this, this is not necessary. It is going to delay your marriage up to the age of 35, 36. Because if this Saturn is retrograde in the 7th house, then the whole scenario is going to get tilted or going to get changed. Because Saturn in the 7th house, it is going to give you the promise of a life partner or of a spouse that definitely you are destined to get married. Whether it is going to be good, your life partner is going to be very bad, very cold-hearted, but Saturn promises that thing in your life. Also, these kind of individuals, Saturn in the 7th house, they are highly attracted towards the professional personalities. And it shows that you are going to attract a very professional spouse or life partner in your life. And your marriage and married life bond, that is going to be more of a professional bond. It is not of a love life kind of a scenario. It is more of a professional thing, where husband have to look into that areas of the life and wife have to look into other aspects of the life. Because there are going to be some selfish reasons or selfish motive present behind these individuals if Saturn is going into the 7th house. Whether they admit it or not, these individuals, they are not only after love, they are after the security as well. Because Saturn in the 7th house, these individuals value security a lot. They want to feel financial security in their life as well. That is also very important for them, because they are the practical thinkers. and Saturn is directly aspecting your ascendant, that is first house. So it is going to give them that kind of a practical mindset, that I understand that love is important, spirituality is important, but love and spirituality is not going to give me food to eat. I have to earn the money, only then I'm going to sustain. So that is the practical mindset of the Saturn. Apart from this Saturn in the 7th house, it is going to bring a very cold-hearted spouse in your life as well. Because on the one hand, depending upon your planetary alignments, you are going to be very emotional, very sensitive, maybe some other kind of a personality trait you are having. But usually Saturn in the 7th house, it shows the spouse is going to be very cold-hearted person, very strict kind of a personality. Also, depending upon the Zodiac sign placement and the lord of that 7th house lord, that also plays a vital role in determining the overall results, but I'm giving you just a small overview of this placement. Apart from this, whenever Saturn is going into the 7th house, it becomes very, very tough for you to break any kind of a bond, maybe any, not marriage bond necessarily, but any kind of a relationship bond as well. Because Saturn is going to drag something for the long duration of time. Suppose you are having Saturn in the 7th house and you are going to file a divorce case against your spouse. Like, I no longer want to live with that person and I'm filing a divorce. What is going to happen? You are not going to get out of that divorce kind of a situations very easily, because Saturn is going to drag that thing for the next 10 years and 15 years. And even though, like, you will not take any kind of a legal separation. Because Saturn in the 7th house, it shows some kind of a karmas, pending karmas are associated with your spouse and life partner. And you have to fulfill that pending karmas in your present life. Because initially Saturn is, if suppose your Saturn in the 7th house and you get married on early stages of the life, around 25, 26, 27 or before the age of 30, suppose you people are getting married. What is going to happen? Saturn is going to put lot of restrictions upon your head, lot of mental pain. This planet is going to pull you down, and then these individuals are going to think, no, I think marriage is going to be that way, my marriage is going in that way. So that is why these people, they pull away from the marriage. Like, I don't want to get married, lot of responsibilities are over there, lot of burdens are over there. So that is why these individuals, they tend to stay away from the marriage. Look, like, I don't want to marry. But this is a malefic planet. So malefic planet means desires are going to be there. Desire is going to be very, very high inside these individuals for obtaining a perfect life partner. And that is the main reason behind delay in marriage. These individuals always look for the perfection, 100% perfect. I want my wife, my husband to be 100% perfect. And they don't understand that no one is perfect and we have to manage with the imperfections of the life. So what is going to happen? They are going to reject many individuals. No, I don't want to marry that person, reject. And in the later stages of the life, when they reach to 35 and 36, they will understand, oh my goodness, in the previous time I have rejected some of the very good like spouse or very good life partners. Maybe I can approach them back. That is retrograde Saturn. See, retrograde Saturn means previous karmas are coming back into your life. Suppose in the past you have some relationship with that person, there are highly likely chances with Saturn retrograde that that person is going to enter once again in your life. So it is going to be quite a conflicting placement, at the same time very good placement as well, because Saturn represents the loyalty as well. Spouse is going to be very loyal in front of you, or like whether like irrespective of his or her planetary alignments. Because if Saturn, it is not easy for Saturn to form some kind of a bond. But if Saturn forms some kind of a marriage or relationship bond, it is not going to break. Whether you go for the legal way or any other way. And if you are facing such kind of a restrictions in your life of getting married and that kind of a thing, number one thing, don't go by the perfection. You are not going to find that perfect person, because no one is perfect. And you are going to understand these things in the later stages, after 35 and 36, and even up to 40 as well. Then you are going to realize, like, no one is perfect, I have to manage with the imperfections. So it is much better to understand this thing early on. Second important thing, please give some kind of a space to your spouse or life partner. because Saturn is a very professional planet. So it is very, very important for you to look marriage into the professional way rather than the love life and that kind of a thing. If Saturn is permitting you into that way, then take it into that sense. Don't go against Saturn. Go with the flow of the energy of the Saturn. That is going to be much useful for you. Apart from this, in some of the scenarios, this Saturn may deny the marriage as well. But for that, we need to check other planets as well. Apart from this, Saturn is aspecting your 9th house of the belief system, and this is the house of your traveling. As soon as you are going to get married, the traveling aspect of your life is going to get open up immediately. Have you seen persons are getting married, moving abroad, these kind of things? Why these things is happening? Because Saturn is activating their 9th house, and that is the house of your fortune as well, Bhagya. Right now, suppose you are very living very down to life, kind of a very average person you are. After marriage, Saturn is going to rise you up into your life, because that is directly aspecting your 9th house. It means rise of luck is going to happen only through marriage or by shifting from one location to some other country. So that is going to be its aspect. Apart from this, Saturn is directly aspecting your ascendant. So it is going to give lot of fear, worries and anxieties directly inside your brain. Because Saturn is going to put lot of restrictions inside you and your personal life as well. This is not only the other people, but after you are going to enter into some kind of a relationship, Saturn is getting activated, and then your peace of mind is no longer present over there. So it is important for you to understand that thing, I have to stop taking the emotional burden of other individuals upon myself, and first of all I have to look into my emotional well-being. That is very important. Otherwise this may lead to a lot of anxiety, mental worries, fear, depression as well. Because if one aspect of your life is going to suffer, all the other areas that are also going to suffer. Originally 7th house, it is the house of the business as well, and Saturn is a karka of your career. So that is why career aspect is directly interconnected with this Saturn. So your relationship aspect is directly interconnected with your career as well. If your relationship aspect is good, it means your career is also good. If your career is not going into good direction, your relationship aspect is also going to suffer. That is the higher karma of the Saturn. Because one of the main reason behind Saturn in the 7th house and giving you late marriage, it means Saturn is first going to teach you, or it is going to make one aspect of your life very, very comfortable. If your one aspect, the career aspect, that is in the very good foundation, very good dignity, only then you are going to proceed for that marriage kind of a situation. And lastly, with its 4th aspect, it is directly aspecting your 4th house as well. So there are going to be a lot of conflicts between you, your mother, between your home members as well. Lot of individuals that they are going to get jealous because of you, your personality, your skills, maybe your money. So that is the jealousy from the 10th house, from the 10th aspect on the 4th house. It is the house of your happiness as well. So Saturn is going to restrict your happiness up to certain age as well. So it is important for you to understand this Saturn and go along with this Saturn's energy. That is going to be very, very useful for you. So I hope you like the analysis. If you have any queries, any questions regarding your Saturn placement, do contact me at my mail ID. I'm going to respond you back as soon as possible. Till then, subscribe my channel below and hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video. I'm going to meet you very, very soon. Till then, bye-bye, and follow me on Instagram as well.